Welcome to the stream, everyone. I see we have Boss Life Online, and anyone else that is here, thank you for joining. We have with us today Pittsburgh Artist Studio founder, Mary, who I'll be interviewing today. How are you today, Mary?
I'm good. How are you, Marlon?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. And it's just great to have you here. We
Thank
started
you.
off on your end at your channel, interviewing me, asking me a few questions. So I'll be doing the same here for you. And anyone that's here, just please share out the stream. I'm doing that myself here, interview with Pittsburgh Artist Studio.
Hi,
And
Gio. She said, "Hey, Mary." Sorry.
all right. Yep, I shared it out myself. And it's just great to have you here.
Oh,
Just
thank you.
a question I want to start off with here. What made you want to do art? What made you want to do art?
Okay. Well, you know what? It's kind of weird because I started doing art. I guess I was around 8, and I like to draw a lot. And then when I was about 11, a friend of my dad's was quite talented. He was an artist and he was also a musician. And he showed me a book, Fun with a Pencil, and I started drawing that with that. That was by Andrew Loomis. I started using that book and just using some of the ways to draw people like characters, like cartoony things. And then I started painting. He showed me one of his paintings, and I said, "Well, I want to do that." But it was really expensive, so I couldn't really get into it a lot. I it was hard for my parents because my dad was the only one that was the worker, and I was an only child, but it was still back then it was still even expensive to do art. So over the years I dabbled in it, not regularly. And then when I went to college, I did almost minor in art, but
Oh,
instead I minored in theology, which was much better. I learned a lot. So
oh,
it was a good experience. And then once my kids were married and out, I started taking different classes, and I belonged to like a lot of different organizations, art organizations, and we did exhibits and things. And then I started to get more confident in my art. So then I
that's
started my YouTube.
yeah, yeah. And I see you doing great work with the different canvas drawings going on
Thank
YouTube.
you.
Yeah, that's great. Definitely encourage you to continue. So, for a young upcoming artist or someone that wants to draw art, what would be your advice to that young person that's interested in doing art? What would be your advice?
Well, it's just like anything, like with music, you have to really keep at it. You can't get discouraged because there are many people out there that will try to discourage you with negative comments. They're not constructive comments. And I was actually at one point discouraged, and I was working on an art piece. And I was so disgusted. I thought, I'm not getting anywhere with this. And my mom, she was living at the time, and she says, "Whatever you do, don't ever give this up." Well, I ended up in winning an award for that painting, and then that
Wow.
kind of yeah, that kind of spurred me into, now. It took me a long time. I mean, I've been doing this since I was 11, really painting and things like that on and off. So it took me a long time to really feel good. So you just can't give up. You can't give up no matter what people say about your work. Just can't give up.
All right, all right. And well, let me go ahead and address some people in the chat here. If you have any questions for Mary, the founder of Pittsburgh Artist Studio, please put it in the chat. I'll read the questions. But I want to say hello here. I see Richard, my brother. I see he's in the chat as well. So thank you, Richard, for coming in.
Oh,
Thank you for being here. I see Donnery Love. Thank you for being here. Team Bill with Geo. Thank you for sharing both on Boss Life and Bill. And I see Angela M, one of my members. Thank you. Thank you so much, Angela M, for tuning in. And as we're interviewing Mary, the founder of Pittsburgh Artist Studio. So, yes. Also, with everything that's going on, what type of work are you doing right now? What type of art? What is your main art that you like to do? What style of art do you like to?
Um, I'm more realistic. I like realism. I've tried to do like I'm trying to work on some, I guess, abstract expressionism, uh, where you don't do these faces and things, but they're not like real faces. They're just made up through this, And I'm struggling with that. I am struggling because I haven't done like people very often, and there's like some other things too that I work on. I'm in different groups on Facebook that we do things like art challenges monthly and things. So yeah, I that's about it. I do some journaling through art, but that's also something I'm trying to work on and get better at because I've
That's
never done that before.
So you said you have a group on Facebook that does challenges. What is that? An open group? Is it a closed group? What type of group is it?
No, it's an open group, and they just started last month. This month I participated because it was just too hard for me to get something together real quick because I do paint and it takes me a while to, get the painting done. So I was able to get one done for this month. And you know what? I can't off the top of my head think of the name of it, but I can share that with you if you'd like, if anybody else would like to join. There's quite a few people that are involved in it.
Oh, okay. So what I'll do is once you share it with me, I'll put it in the description of this video for those that want to go ahead and check it out. They'll be able to go ahead and check it out here for you, along with I think I have your channel description link in the video already. So for
Okay.
those who want to know more about Pittsburgh Artist Studio, founder Mary, and see the work that she does, in the description of this video, we do have her channel link. You could click on it, you could check it out, see the great artwork that she's doing over there on her end on her channel. Yeah,
Thank
that's
you. Thank
okay.
you.
So you have a lot going on. You have the Facebook group that you have going on here. Is there any particular times that you go that you post or that you go live on your channel?
Well,
Time?
I was doing it on Thursdays at like around 10 o'clock, but recently I've had some health issues, which I can't like. A lot of times I don't feel very good. I have like arthritis and it'll kick out, and which right now I'm having issues with it. So I figured that I wouldn't go live because it would just be too hard for me to, commit to that. So
Yeah.
I try to post something every week. It
Every
might
week?
not be live. Yeah, it might not be live, but I try to get something up every week.
All right. Well, we'll keep you in prayers with the health issues that you mentioned here.
Thank
I see
you.
Angela
Thank
and
you.
prayers up here. Thank you for that. And I also see Living Your Best Life. Welcome to the stream, Living Your Best Life.
Hi.
If you have questions, please put that question in the chat. We'll make sure to ask the Pittsburgh Artist Studios founder, Mary, those questions that you have. Anyone else that's come in, thank you all for being here, joining the stream. Again, we are interviewing. This is my first time using StreamYard, actually. And
Well,
we're
you
in.
did good. I'm not so good at it. I mean, it takes a while to get used to it.
Oh, yeah, and I'm doing it off of my phone here.
Oh yeah. Oh really? Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, okay. So I see in the chat, Team Bill with Geo says that you have talented kids. So
Yes.
tell me about the talented kids that she mentions there.
Oh, okay. Well, my oldest daughter is a writer, so
Oh,
that's a creative piece. Recently, she started writing a children's book, and she started out with a little boy on his summer vacation who went back to school, and how the teacher asked, "What did you do on your summer vacation?" So she wrote that book, and then I illustrated it. And at first, I was like painting each one of those pictures like in acrylic, and they were turning out terrible. So as I progressed, she wrote two more books, and we're working on two more. So she has a total of three that you can find out on Amazon. Her name is Nicole Leckenby, and so each one of those I did illustrate, and each one gets better. One was about Halloween. The other one was the recent one is about COVID and how this little boy is trying to cope with COVID.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, so we're going to try to have one for Thanksgiving and one for Christmas, but I'm not sure. It's been taking me a little more time with that. And my youngest daughter, Natalie Bellin, she's quite talented as well. She's like into art, and she is a percussionist. So
Oh,
the recent band that my husband was in, her husband was in it, and she was in it. And my son-in-law plays the drums, and then my husband plays bass, and then she was playing percussion. And there were two more people in that, but now with the COVID, it kind of disintegrated. So they are going to play one more time at a little festival close by here, and I'm looking forward to that. So,
oh, that
but
sounds great.
yeah, so they do have some talent, and I think I hope that I attribute it to that, because I used to like to write, but my oldest daughter said that she really got interested in writing when she was in high school, which I just found that out. I didn't know that. So, because she didn't seem like she was like doing anything at the time. I guess she did a lot of like journal writing, and then when she went to college, she kind of got into that communication part. And I kind of like tried to encourage her to write children's books because that seems more popular.
Yeah.
And yeah, and my youngest daughter, she was playing drums in school. Like she was about 8 years old when she was playing like a snare, and kind of left it for a while. And then we went to a blues festival that they used to have here for the food bank, and she saw a young woman playing drums, and she thought that was great. So that encouraged her to kind of continue to do that.
Wow, you
So
have
she's
some.
taking that up in college right now too. She's doing percussion and stuff. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I think they're more talented than I am.
That's great. This is wow. Learned so much. And
Yeah.
let me to I see Janet Anoku. Thank you for being here. Wisdom
Oh,
TV Nigeria. Thank you for being
wow.
here. And I also see T Studio X. Welcome here to the stream. Thank you all that are here in the stream. If you have any more questions, that was a great one. Team build with Geo. Thank you so much for that one. But if any of you have any more questions or any more things you'd like me to ask, Mary, Pittsburgh Artist Studio, the founder, please give me those questions. Oh, I also see we have God's Chosen Vessel Gwen, one of my members. Thank you, God's Chosen Vessel Gwen, for joining the stream.
Wonderful.
And
Yeah.
having a great day so far at work. Thank you so much for joining the stream.
Yes. Very nice. Thank you.
Yes, and
Nice to meet everyone.
yeah. I don't know if anyone has any final questions here. But for the final question, I'll give somebody a minute or so, see if they have any final questions before we close out. But it was great to learn about how you started. You said around you were 11 years old when you
11. Started to paint. Yeah. When I started I started out with oil painting,
all right. And
and
we
then
see Sayola Art Studios here. Do you know Sayola Art
oh
Sayoli's
no.
Sayoli Art
Hi.
Studio?
I
Yeah,
have to
so
check those guys out.
yeah,
All these people. Yeah. Nice.
yeah, yes, definitely.
You have a
And
good following.
we have the description in the description, Pittsburgh Artist Studios link in the description. So I put that there for you that want to find the channel. It's in the description, or if a moderator wants to drop the link for Pittsburgh Artist Studio, you can do that as well. All right. Okay, you have a project with your daughter.
Well, that might be the books. And then my youngest daughter, we have like a collaboration, um, which has kind of been on hold because of COVID.
Oh,
We kind of do like some of these different, what do they call those? Where you can like set up a tent and sell your products and things like that. And we were just getting into that in COVID. So we haven't been able to do that right now. So, but we are, and then we're going into a t-shirt thing too. We're going to start making some t-shirts, different types of t-shirts.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're working on that. Yeah. I give her something to do, and because she needs one more thing because college isn't enough, right? It's like horrible. Yeah. Yeah, she's working full time, and then she's going part time to college. She was a pastry chef originally, and she got out of that. So she's been going to college for some years here, and hopefully in another year or so she'll graduate.
All right. Yeah. That's great. Great.
Yeah.
Well, I also have another question here by Living Your Best Life. She says, what are your channel aspirations? What are your channel aspirations?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm just trying to like get more people to my channel, because I think that what I offer is really great, because where can you get free art lessons? I mean, usually, yeah, you have to pay for an art lesson, and I can go from beginner to, intermediate to advanced. So I figure I show enough there that people could really learn a lot. I know a lot of there's a couple art channels that I follow that have tons of people, and I'm wondering, why is it that I'm like not getting anybody to look at this? So that's my aspiration, to get more people involved, that I can teach more people. And you just can't like the fact that you can immerse yourself in art, and you can just like forget about some of the things that are going on around. It's like music. When you get involved with the music, you just kind of forget about some of these things that are happening today. And it just helps, especially if you're struggling with some of these things. I know with COVID, it's been difficult, and some of the other things that are going on that are just horrific. And you kind of just forget about that for a while.
That's
so I think it's good therapy. Good therapy.
It is. It definitely is. And let me go ahead. I do see some more people that came in. Keisha's Comedy said, thank you for joining. I love you too, my sister. Thank you for joining here.
Aww.
Yeah, it looks like, okay. And Team Bill, she says that we appreciate you and what you do on YouTube. We definitely appreciate the art.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I've been recently, I've been doing some interviews, which is kind of nice. We did an interview with Marlon here before, and I will have information, because I'll download that. What I'll do is download it and make it into a nice video, because sometimes you don't see the actual live, so people can actually see it later. And I'll have more information about Marlon too.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. This has been so much fun.
I'm sorry?
This has been fun. I'm like seeing all these new people. That's wonderful.
Yes, definitely. There's so many amazing people on the platform. So many people have wonderful gifts.
They sure do.
On here. Thank you, Team Built with Geo, for dropping the link for Pittsburgh.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's wonderful. Yeah, that's nice. Thank you.
And I think with everything that's going on with COVID, it's great to have this type of community, different people that have different talents and gifts to be able to see what they can bring. Team Build over there at what
she's been great.
People connected. And,
yeah, she was very, very helpful for this, building team, the building of the channels, and getting out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. So it's just been great. I don't know if anyone has any final questions before we close off. It's definitely been great learning about you, learning about your children, hearing that your husband also plays the bass like myself.
Yeah. He's been practicing. He's going to be doing a festival in Ohio with the Derek Woods band. Derek Woods, My son-in-law is great too. He's in the band, and they actually just won an indie award. So he's like stepping in because the bass player can't play, and for some reason he had other plans for this. So I'm looking forward to it because I haven't been to a, live music for over a year, so it's going to be fun for me. And I'll have my second shot, so I'm not too worried about COVID now.
Perfect, perfect. Well, that is great. That is great. And thank you, Saoli Art Studio. Saoli Art Studio said that
Yes.
will be checked out. So thank you for that.
Thank you. I'm going to check you out too, Saoli. I can't wait to see you. I want to see what you do too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It is great learning about all the things that you're doing, things that your family's doing, and yeah, as everything starts to open back up, definitely we'll be glad to see the work that you have there with
Yeah.
you and the project that you're putting it together. So I'll be glad
Yeah.
to. Any final words for everyone about you and your channel? Any final words you have?
Me? Oh no. I'm sorry. I don't know. I didn't know if you were talking to me or what.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think I told you just about everything in my whole life there. So, yeah. So it's been very nice. Thank you so much, Marlon. It was enjoyable. And everyone that joined too. That was very nice.
Yes, it was
Happy
great.
to see all those people.
And thank you all for being here on Marlon Music Channel and for that you show. And thank you, living your best life. This literally is my first time doing this StreamYard. Hopefully,
Yeah.
get used to it or something. Maybe do an interview if
Yeah.
somebody. Great, thank you for asking me to do this interview.
Yeah, I thought it would be great to talk to you because I've been doing some musicians, and unfortunately, I don't get the reciprocation with it because they're not on YouTube. So if they are on YouTube, they're too busy. Like my son-in-law, I did his that's going to be on Saturday, and he's just a busy guy with his drum school. The traveling drum school and the bands and recording, and he's got quite a full life there. So.
Definitely. Well, again, I encourage you to keep doing the great work that you're doing with the art on your channel. And
You too, Marlon. You're doing a good job there.
Thank you, and everyone else here that's a content creator or aspiring to do content on YouTube. I encourage you all. Those that want to learn art. Hey, there's an artist right there, and you go in there and learning for free. There's no charge. She just goes ahead and do it. So while you're supporting her, while you're viewing, while you're learning, don't forget to subscribe and also hit the notification bell to be notified when she puts more artwork up for you to learn from. So don't forget to do that. And also here on Marlon Music Channel, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell because I do piano tutorials here as well and music, praise and worship music for everyone.
Yes,
So
and it's beautiful. Beautiful music.
Thank you. And thank you all. Thank you, Mary, for being here. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Friday and a safe weekend as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.